My name is Caroline Crocker. My job role is the Workforce Development Manager, and I work for the NHS and a part of the NHS which is National Services Scotland, in the part that looks after the healthcare data.
Hi, I'm Russell McCreth and I'm an Information Analyst at NHS National Services Scotland.
I think we like to keep things open, but what is really important is obviously maths. We're dealing with data and numbers, so a good understanding of basic maths principle helps. Computing, so a lot of the work we do involves using computer programming. So some schools may offer things like software engineering and computer programming. Those sorts of things, if you're interested in, are great subjects to have. We also analyse our data and do outputs into data visualisations, and that actually requires much more of a creative background to think about how the numbers can be turned into pictures or illustrations so that people understand the data better. So sometimes a creative, almost artistic background can really help as well. I think be open-minded that the NHS has many different roles, and to look into it and really read some of the job descriptions and things that are available on websites to describe what the role involves. I would always say to young people, do a bit of research, so go onto some websites and have a read about what the organisation does. So most people think of the NHS, they think of just hospital work, doctor's work, clinical work, whereas actually if they go onto the websites and have a look at some of the other side of the NHS, they would gain a better understanding of what possible job options there are in this area.
I think the route that I've taken to get to the career where I am just now has really shaped the person that I am. The time that I had building a career in the private sector outside of education was really valuable to be able to build the soft skills that I have now going into my career. I think the only difference would be that when I was still in school, apprenticeships weren't something that were talked about that much, and I find that the apprenticeship scheme is absolutely fantastic. It's something that I would recommend to anyone, and it is something that I've recommended to my nieces and nephews. I've really encouraged them to look at that as an option, just because I know that that's how I learn so well and I can really flourish in the career that I've got. If it's something that my friends, family, whoever else can benefit from that, I really feel that they should take the opportunity.